by the end, you should have a complete understanding on how to pull all of this together. Now, how exactly are we going to achieve this? If you've been following my courses on Spring Boot, then you should know by now that Spring Boot makes it super easy for you to build Java applications. So in here, in the official page of spring.io, you can see that basically what you can do with Spring. You can write microservices, reactive programming with asynchronous, cloud, web apps, serverless, event-driven, batch, so on and so forth. So you can go and basically see how to get an application up and running super easy with Spring Boot. But in this course, you learn all of this. And what I want to show you is, so right here, because we are learning about microservices, let's just see what they have to offer. So in here, microservice architecture are the new normal, building small, self-contained, ready to run applications that can bring great flexibility and added resilience to your code. So basically, you can read more about this just to have an overview. But in a nutshell, in here, the way that we build microservices in the Spring world is using Spring Cloud. So this diagram right here is the representation of this diagram right here. And basically, I've put everything together because I want to build a fully fledged system that communicates to each other with their own databases, so on and so forth. And this diagram here is much easier for you to understand what is happening. But basically, at the end of this course, you'll have an understanding of all of this. But what I want to show you is, if you click on Spring Cloud in here, so they give you, again, definition. So developing distributed systems can be challenging. And this is what the Spring Cloud project gives you. So here you can see that we have projects, we have Spring Boot, the framework, cloud, data, so on and so forth, as well as security, which I have a course on it. But right here, so again, the exact same architecture. You can see that we have service discovery, API gateway, cloud configuration, circuit breakers, tracing, testing, so on and so forth. And what I want to show you actually, if I click on projects, let's go to Spring Cloud, and right here, have a look. So this is all the sub projects within Spring Cloud. Now, obviously, we're not going to use everything in here because, as I said, you should only really take what is necessary for you to write your own microservices. And then as we move towards Kubernetes, you'll see that some of these things are not needed. But go ahead and basically have some reading on how to get all of this up and running. But later you'll see that how we're going to install Spring Cloud, so on and so forth. I'll make it super easy for you to understand with Maven multi-modules. So hopefully now you know about Spring Cloud, and within projects, you can see that we have Spring Boot. So this is what allows us to write the microservices, and then Spring Cloud allows us to bring all these microservices together. And also you've got Spring Data for databases, Spring Security for securing your microservices, so on and so forth. If you have any questions, drop me a message. Otherwise, let's start developing microservices.